Hi friends, my name is Raj Shekhar. Please subscribe to RS Tech Views and press the bell icon for latest updates. Today, today we are going to discuss about Java interview questions one by one. First question is, what is object-oriented programming? Basically, object-oriented programming is a programming paradigm that works on the concept of objects and everything should work on objects. Next question, why is Java not a pure object oriented language? Why? Because in this language we are using the 8 primitive data types. Java is not a pure object oriented language because in Java we are using the 8 primitive data types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean. These all are primitive types. These data types are already predefined data types and these have the fixed memory provided. Next question. What is the purpose of the javac command? So everyone knows javac command. Why we need to use the javac command? For compiling the source file. The javac command reads the source file that contains the module, package and type declarations written in the Java programming language and compiles them into doc class files that run on the Java virtual machine. The javac command can also process annotations in Java source files and classes. We know already, so previous videos we saw how to compile the code and everything. Okay, in this video, finally I will show you to the javac command. Okay, so the next question. Explain the new features introduced in Java 1.5 version. So majorly, beginners and experienced guys also, they will ask the question like this one. So they will pick that any version. Okay, so they will they will pick any question. I mean like not a 1.5. So they can ask 1.7 or 1.8 or 1.9. So they can ask any version question. Okay, so this is also one part of that. So majorly they will ask like 1.5 version and 1.8 version. I included that two questions in this video. In this version 1.5 they introduce the mainly 9 features: generics, enhanced for loop, auto boxing and unboxing, enums, whereas static import, metadata or annotations, garbage collectors, Java concurrent packages. So these are mainly introduced in 1.5 version. So if you guys given like these 9 examples, they will agree with that. Okay. So after this question, they will ask related to this one. Some people like what is the generic they can ask. So what is auto boxing or unboxing? Based on this question, they will ask another question after your answer. Okay, so but in the beginners they can ask like a small things, not the bigger ones. Okay, so the next question is, explain the new features introduced in Java 1.8 version. So present mainly they are using 1.8 version. Okay, lambda expression, method references, functional interfaces, stream API, default and static method in interfaces, optional classes, collector classes for each method, IO enhancement. IO is this is the files one, input and output enhancements, JDBC enhancements, Java database connectivities. Okay, so parallel array sorting, etc. So mainly we know about that stream API, lambda expressions. Okay, so based on this question they will ask like what is streams, so how we can declare the lambda expressions. They can ask like these questions, why they introduce a default and static methods in interfaces. They can also ask this type of questions. Okay, so these questions will discuss later videos. Okay, so as of now that beginner questions, so what they will ask, it's like a these all our questions are not a continually one by one they will ask. They can ask one of them or not a more than two or three, like these are the starting point questions. Okay, so this is enough for this 1.8 version of release. So you can give that these examples and give an extra finally give like a etc like that. Next question is, what is the latest version in Java? Currently, Java 16 or a JDK 16 released on March 16th, 2021. See that we know that. So every 6 months they will release one new version from Oracle. So this Oracle Corporation they will release every 6 months one version. So currently in the March they released Java 16. Okay, so this is enough for that. So if after March 2, if any version they release, so you can give that one. So you can count it like every 6 months. Every 6 months they will release. Not only the 16th, every month the 16th. Okay, not like that. So every 6 months, count it March something, March, April, June, July, August something like that. So whenever the 6 months came, and that month they will release any of the date, not not only the particular date, they can release any of the date. But the new version will release in that release any features, new features they will introduce, and they are provide that enhancements of the previous things. Next question: what is the purpose of Java command? We already see right Java C command. So what is the purpose of Java C command? It will compile the source file to dot class file, right? So now here what is the purpose of the Java command? The Java command starts a Java application. It does this by starting a Java runtime environment, loading a specified class, and calling the class main method. If you call the main method, um, after Java C command, so it will compile the source file and it will give the dot class file. Based on the dot class file, whatever that existed in that dot class file, it will execute using the Java command. Next question is, what is the difference between JDK, JRE? What is the difference between JDK, JRE and JVM? You know guys, JDK, Java Development Kit. JDK is a software development kit, whereas JRE is a software bundle that allows the Java programs to run. Whereas JVM is an environment for executing the bytecode. Okay, you know right? JDK is a Java development kit. JRE is a Java runtime environment. JVM is a Java virtual machine. So we are discussing like a differences. JDK is a software development kit. Okay, whereas JRE is a software bundle that allows the Java programs to run. For developing, we use the JDK. For running, we using the JRE. Java Virtual Machine is for executing the bytecode. See, we have the processor, right? So first source file, it will compile and it will create the dot class file. If it run the dot class file, it will go to like a byte code, and that byte code will understand the computer, right? So like that. So JDK and JRE JVM. So we'll develop that program using the JDK. JRE is a software bundle that allows the Java programs to run, whereas JVM is an environment for executing the bytecode. Okay. Next, JDK is a platform dependent. JDK is a platform dependent. JRE also platform dependent, but JVM is a platform independent. In next video, we'll discuss about what is a platform dependent and what is a platform independent, and also Java is a platform dependent or independent. Okay. JDK contains tool for developing, debugging, etc. I told you now JDK for development purpose you're using the JDK. So if you want to develop the code, then you should have in your system JDK. Otherwise, you can't write the code. JRE contains class libraries and other supporting files. Yeah. So in this JRE, if the JRE is not there, so you can't um, run the program. So because the class libraries and other supporting files are there in the JRE, so without that, so you can't do anything. So whereas software development tools are not including in JVM. Next, JDK comes with the installer. Whenever we are installing, so JDK will come there. On other hand, JRE only contains in the environment to execute the source code, whereas JVM bundled in the both software JDK and JRE. So you understand, right? So JRE, I mean, this is the basic structure is there. JDK inside JRE, JRE inside JVM, like that is there. So if you install the JDK, it will come JRE and JVM with the JDK. If you install that JRE, JRE and JVM will come like that. This is all about that JDK, JRE and JVM. So next question. What are the rules to create variables in Java? So this in Java variable video, we already discussed about this. So if you guys didn't see that video, I will provide the link in the description. See that video also. Okay. Here I will explain. So simply, here the examples is there. So variable should not start with the numbers, but contains the numbers in variables. And Java variables should not contain the special characters except underscore and dollar symbol. See, int 3 idiots. 3 is the number. It's starting from the variable, right? So this will give the compilation error. See, compilation error. Why? We already told variables should not start with the numbers, but it can contain the numbers. In after id you can give it the number, or after the variable you can give it like this input 1, right? So like this, end of that you can give it the numbers, or middle of the variable you can give it the number, but starting you can't give it. So if you give, it will give the compilation error. And the special characters also not allowed. And the special characters, except the underscore and dollar symbol. Underscore and dollar symbol you can give it, like a starting and middle or last, any place you can declare that underscore and dollar symbols. But other than other symbols like at the rate symbol, percentage symbol, or hash, something like that, brackets or something, any other symbols should not allow to give that variable name. It gives a compilation error. Next, is an empty source file a valid Java program? A simple question. So like empty file, you just give that, you create one file, you didn't add it any class or anything else, and just save it the empty file extends with the Java. So is an empty source file a valid Java program? Yes, we can create an empty source file with some name and extension with .java. We can compile the file using the javac command, but we can't run it. Why? Because nothing is there in the source file. How it will be generate the .class file? So without class, how it will be create the .class file inside of the source file? If no .class file, how will run the program? Okay, so I will show you that how it compile, or it is creating the .class file or not. I told you it doesn't create the .class file. Without .class file, we can't run the program. Okay, yeah, I have the brackets. I'm going to create one file. Okay, I didn't give anything. I'm going to save it. um, test test.java. In examples folder, I have an empty folder. So in this empty folder, I'm going to save it. So test.java, save successfully. Now I'm going to compile it. So present I'm in empty folder only. Okay, javac test.java. See, compiled successfully. We'll see. We'll see it created a .class file or not. See, test.java only there. It doesn't create a .class file. So why? Because there is no class inside of the source file. Why the .class file is not there? Because in that source file we didn't add it any single line of code. That's why it doesn't created the .class file. See, now I will create like I will get sample class. Okay, test class only. This class test string var variable equals to, I will give a demo. Okay, I save it. See, there is no .class files. I'm going to compile it. I'm going to compile again. Yes, it compiled successfully. We'll check it in the folder. See, test.class. So because the class we created inside of the source, that's why it created the .class file. Okay, so this is about the Java interview questions. Thank you. Please subscribe RS Tech Views. Subscribe my channel. Press the bell icon. Like the video. Share the video.